Bloodstone Fen. The floor of the jungle is damp and uninviting to anyone but thirsty beasts. In one particularly deep chasm lies the remnants of a powerful magical stone, said to be a relic from the time when the gods walked on Tyria. Not even the voracious vegetation of the Maguma will grow upon its surface. Welcome back to the Guild Wars 1 Let's Play, guys. We discovered in the wilds that the Shining Blade aimed to save the Chosen from the White Mantle, and are told that druids overlooked that the White Mantle are planning some profane sacrificial ritual atop something called the Bloodstone. Our mission is to interrupt this ritual and stop the White Mantle from sacrificing these innocent Krytans. As I said in the last episode, we still aren't sure who to trust right now, as we've only been a White Mantle Knight for a short time and known the Shining Blade for even less. But we do have reason to believe the Shining Blade, as we got some major cult vibes from the White Mantle while we escorted the Eye of Janthier to Loamhurst. We're sure to find out who is right by going to the Bloodstone ourselves. To get to Bloodstone Fen from the wilds, travel southwest to the Sagelands into Mamnoon Lagoon, and further west into the Silverwood. The entrance to the outpost outside of Bloodstone Fen is in the northwestern part of the Silverwood. The first half of the mission has Isobel and the henchmen navigating winding cliff faces through a canyon until we reach the western side of the map, where we find the bonus objective. The bonus in this mission can be tricky if you're completing this with an NPC-only party. Our task is to reunite the 4 druid spirits with an elder druid by summoning them at specific locations on the western side of the map. You'll need a vine seed to summon each druid, and the remaining 3 vine seeds are found just before the second summoning circle for the second druid. You were specifically told by the first druid not to harm the hostile jungle guardians, or you'll summon ravagers and lose credit for the bonus. This will require using the flagging system to leapfrog or ensure that your henchmen run past the jungle guardians and out of range of their attacks, so you can summon each druid before speaking with the elder druid. If you can get the flags placement right, this is not too much of a struggle. You may also want to make sure you have some sort of self-heal to get through the jungle guardians while outside of the range of your healer. It is also worth mentioning that the guardians do not move or follow the player, so you just need to make sure you get out of range of their attacks and you'll be fine. There are a few hidden mob spawns in between the guardians, so make sure you're prepared to defeat them while summoning each druid. After completing the bonus, continue on the main mission objective towards the Bloodstone. You'll fight through various jungle creatures and need to use vine seeds to create bridges so you can pass through the canyons unimpeded. Don't forget to defeat any named elite mobs you see on the way to get a morale boost. If you take the northern route like I did after reuniting the druids, you'll travel through the waters of Maguma and receive a mending buff that will grant you and your party added health regeneration while you're in the water. This is an example of an environmental effect that benefits us instead of slows us down. Eventually, you'll see Isobel encounter the White Mantle. You'll immediately notice that they are now hostile and intend to prevent you from interrupting their cult sacrifice, as it appears it was an invite only and you were not on the list. Way to exclude the new employees, White Mantle. Be sure to focus target the White Mantle abbots, as they are the healers and can also cast smite spells on your party. The Seekers shouldn't prove too difficult, but the Knights can quickly overwhelm your casters and have increased attack speed and deadly sword skills that can bring down a henchman if you aren't careful. As you approach the Bloodstone, we meet an old friend and a cutscene.
I am the Scythe, the bringer of salvation. And I shall harvest the souls of the unbelievers, for their stench will linger until the false gods have been cast from this world. Well, if it isn't our old friends. We thought you'd been killed by the Shining Blade, but I see we were mistaken.
We're on to you, Hableon. Your days of murdering innocent people end here.
I'm afraid you're mistaken. If anyone ends here, it will be you. Get them!
Prepare to pay for your sins, Hableon.
After seeing Justicar Hableon for what he truly is, a Jim Jones fanboy, we need to defeat him so he can't continue sacrificing the lives of innocents in these otherworldly rituals. Go ahead and clear out the remaining White Mantle lackeys before engaging Hableon, who does not prove too difficult as he simply has an increased health pool and uses the same shout skills as the Knights, but uses an axe instead of a sword. Watch out for Cyclone Axe, which can be deadly if you're caught within range. For those of you interested in the lore of the Bloodstones, this is just one of 5 scattered across Tyria, and they supposedly are able to hold immense amounts of magical power, which apparently the White Mantle want to tap into by sacrificing the lives of the Chosen identified by the Eye of Danthir. At this point in the story, we still don't quite understand them very well, but we also know that we don't want to sacrifice innocent people, so that's what we're doing here. We're stopping that from happening.
May your soul be lost in the endless mists, never to find rest.
The White Mantle have been called once again to arms. There are betrayers among us. Those who would masquerade as our friends, only to turn and stab at our hearts. I have just received word that these traitors have murdered Justicar Hableon.
They must pay for this.
Yes, my son. When these heathens attacked the White Mantle, they chose their fate. Now it is for us to deliver upon them what they have asked for.
Kill them all!
Yes, my son. We will mete out justice and take our vengeance. Leave no stone unturned. Find the betrayers. Find Hableon's killers. Kill them all!
So after defeating Hablion at the Bloodstone, we see a scene where Confessor Dorian and a large contingent of White Mantle at a temple in some undisclosed location. Dorian is vowing vengeance for those who attacked and betrayed the White Mantle, i.e. us. So just to put this in perspective, we went from helping the White Mantle and rising through the ranks to being enemy number 1 on their most wanted list in a matter of 2 missions. We sure do know how to make a name for ourselves. After the mission is over, our party arrives in an outpost called Coral Falls with more questions than answers. We'll have to see what's in store for Isobel and the henchmen next time, especially with a cult determined to find us and kill us. I'll see you guys next time.